Hedera Hashgraph is built as a DAG, a directed acyclic graph. You can think of it like every participant in the network keeping a personal diary. In the Hedera Hashgraph, we have what are called events, and these are like a new entry in a diary. The event records what that participant just heard from someone else's diary, and indirectly everything that came before that. Each event contains two hashes, one for the previous event, which is called the self-parent, and it's like the previous page in the diary, and one for the last event they heard from someone else's diary, which is called the other parent. These hashes are like tamper-proof fingerprints. They prove exactly what was written and who wrote it. If even one letter in the event changes, the hash completely changes. So when someone shares a new event, what they're really saying is, hey, here's what I just learned. Here's what I knew before. And here's cryptographic proof that I'm not lying about any of it. These two hash links form a web of entries where every new diary page connects to prior ones, locking in the history behind it. When nodes gossip events, they only send that one new diary page. But if the receiving node doesn't have one of the earlier entries it pointed to for whatever reason, it can simply ask for it just using the hash, like a unique page ID. Nodes don't send votes, they just gossip diary entries. These spread quickly, and everyone ends up with everyone else's story. These entries are grouped into rounds, and rounds are like chapters in the diary. The first entry a person writes in each chapter or round is called a witness. The witness is exactly the same as the first page in every chapter of the diary. Each witness checks whether it can strongly see the witnesses or the first pages from the previous round or chapter, meaning its message traces through a path that touches more than 2/3 of the network. If that diary entry shows the message passed through the supermajority, then the node tallies which earlier witnesses do I strongly see. And remember, the witnesses are like the first pages in the chapters. And it starts voting on which ones are famous, meaning the first diary entry in that chapter got seen by a supermajority of the people. If they can't decide every 10 chapters, they just flip a digital coin. Once famous witnesses are identified, they're used to finalize consensus or agreement. Each event is given a timestamp based on when those famous witnesses first saw it. Hedera takes the median of those times, which is just the time right in the middle of all the times. The median is more useful than the average in case some malicious person posted times 100 years in the future or 100 years in the past. If you want to see the whole algorithm, I've got a deep dive coming soon. Hit subscribe if you want to see how it actually works behind the scenes.